Now, what I wanted to go over with you guys today is really just take you into my home and give you guys like just a day in the life of what I do. Now, I just want to quickly like kind of put a disclaimer up. Like, yes, I do this full time now. Did I when I first started? No. Do any of my coaches do this full time whenever they start? Not really. So a lot of people are either they have like a full-time job already, they are full-time parents, they are full-time students, or all of the above. Even some people, like, we are busy humans. I get it. This is really something that I wanted to be able to build on the side, kind of like my side hustle. And if it became something, it became something. And it quickly did. And it became my main gig pretty fast. And that happens for a lot of people that do sign up on my team. I have, and I'll be sharing their stories with you guys throughout this week. But a lot of people do end up doing this full time because their income with coaching surpasses their 9-to-5 job, which a lot of people don't love. It's kind of a path to freedom. Now, obviously my day entails like me being here full time, but just know that one thing that I learned whenever I first started that I teach my new people on is something called the Power Hour. And this is something that I train you guys on in the Team Up Pro University, which is totally unique to our team. It's something that me and my husband created. It's a total online platform that is completely included. And you have this access to all of these trainings that will show you how you can build this thing in 1 to 2 hours a day. That's why I call it a Power Hour. And you can get your work done and really build this business on the side. It doesn't have to take over your whole day. Now, was it always like this? No. And what I want to take you guys through today is just how I found all of this and a little bit about my actual day. So whenever I was sharing with you guys how I was at like an all-time low in my life, rewind a couple of months prior to that when the health was really bad, and I told you guys about how I was in the hospital. And so I was always the ER, and then they would send me home after 48 hours and it was the ER. And then the third time that I left, I said, I'm not doing this anymore. It has to be, thinking logically, it's what I'm putting in my body, it's my nutrition. And I was a college grad, so I did not have a healthy nutrition plan at all, and I didn't work out. My arms were like half the size that they are now. I couldn't do a push-up. I was not strong physically, and nor was I strong mentally as well. So I decided that I need to make a change, and the only form of fitness that I knew was what my mom did. You guys are gonna laugh. She used to do those like 80s Pilates DVDs.
Bend the knee, shift it back, feel that buttocks.
So I was then living in our little condo downtown, me and my husband, and I said, I'm just gonna go to Walmart and I'm gonna get a Pilates DVD. That's all I can afford right now. I knew they'd be like about $10 probably in that discount area. And I remember looking through there, we went, and I was just so frustrated because I was like, these like Jillian Michaels and all that, those are great and everything, and I've done them, but I knew that it's nothing that would change my life. I knew that it's nothing I would stick to. And the way that I truly felt was, I'm gonna get discount results with discount DVDs. Like, I need a full solution. And you know what's really cool is that I can pinpoint like the second that my life changed. Had I not taken the next couple of steps into that aisle, I wouldn't be talking to you guys today. And I saw these two parcels, these two packages. One said P90X and one said Insanity. And you guys must know what those are. If you don't, it's totally cool. They're basically like home workouts. And I had heard about them. And for whatever reason, I picked up Insanity, which is the harder one. And I went home and I did that thing. And it changed my world. But I couldn't hang. I wasn't fit. And I quit on day 31 when it gets harder. It's a 60-day program. The first 30 days, I committed. Like, I did every single day and I loved it. And I felt so just like I was getting stronger and I could see like the abs coming through. I was like, oh my God, I'm one of those people. Like, I'm actually feeling healthy. And day 31, I quit on myself. And a few months later, I remember thinking like, I loved that feeling. Like, I want that back. And so my husband bought me another program that I had seen during the commercials called Turbo Fire. And I don't know if you guys know any of these programs, but these programs basically are the thing that like shaped my world. And I was able to do the workouts in a safe environment. Like, I didn't have to worry about being judged or trying to figure out equipment or having people watch me trying to figure out equipment. Like, if I'm being real, it wasn't just, and this did come into play, but like the price and the idea of going to a gym, it wasn't because I couldn't afford it, but it was more because of my confidence. Like, I didn't want to do that. And so this worked for me, and I got Turbo Fire for Christmas that year, and I did that whole freaking program, 90 full days. And I got amazing results because I just held myself accountable by myself on social media. I had an Instagram page, and I didn't have very many followers, but I remember like the greatest feeling was when people would say, hey Angie, I worked out today because of you. And this one day, a girl commented on my post and said, I love your energy. And that was the girl I told you we started talking, and she said, you'd be really good at this coach thing. And that's how the whole thing kind of started. And to give you a very clear and short description of what I do as a coach is I make sure that people don't quit on day 31 like I did. It's as simple as that. Do I need to be a certified nutritionist? Nope. Do I need to be a certified fitness pro? Nope. I need to be a human that went through stuff that other humans will go through. And that's what makes this job the most fulfilling job. Like, I love whenever people tell me, like, I changed my life because you introduced me to this whole thing. Like, that to me is just the best pay in the whole world. My dreams, literally, I get paid and my dreams come true when I help other people achieve their dreams. Like, that is the best freaking job in the world. And the fact that I get paid to do this and the fact that this even was a career, I couldn't even believe it. That being said, I kind of want to take you guys through like exactly what it is that I do now. But in the beginning, that's really what it was. I did my workouts. I was that inspiring person to people, and I continued on with that. And 4 years later, I've, this year we're probably gonna make something called Million Club, which is exactly what you think it is. Like, that's insane. I'm 30 years old. Every day we kind of wake up, like when we want to wake up. I'm on this new trend of waking up really early. I wake up at like 4:30, 5 a.m. I like being up whenever it's dark. Andre does not wake up at that time, and sometimes it switches where I'll like sleep until 10. Like, I'm not saying I'm superhuman, but we wake up when we want to wake up. Usually I'll go downstairs and hang out with my dog, Carl. He's sleeping. He sleeps all day. I'm so jealous of his life. And so we'll hang out by the fire. I'll usually make my morning smoothie and listen to some personal development, usually like an audio book or read or just something good for my mind, which is something that I train a lot of my girls on. It's just what is up here is so powerful. And I cannot tell you just that alone and the fact that that's part of my job, how much my confidence has changed. Like I said, like being that girl that was so shy to now speaking on stage and being able to speak to you guys on camera. Like, I never thought that I'd be able to do this. And it's amazing how much this business can grow a person in so many ways. Like, I'm such a different person than I was 4 years ago. It's insane. If you guys ever want a good laugh, go look at my YouTube channel. Then from there, I'll usually plan my day, have my pre-workout, which I'm obsessed with, and I call it my go-go juice. And then I'll sip on that, go downstairs, I'll do a quick warm-up, and then I'll press play on my workout. So there has come a long way from my first original insanity. That's like the most vintage home workout ever. It's now called Beachbody On Demand, which is just BOD for short. And it's like Netflix for fitness. So that's what I use. I go downstairs. We used to have our little 1,000 square foot condo and I'd work out in our living room. And now we have a home gym, which was a huge goal of ours. Kickboxing to dance to heavy weightlifting to cardio, like whatever you want. And the one I'm doing right now is, to me, the greatest one that has ever been created. It's called 80 Day Obsession. If you guys ever see me talking about like the peach booty growth, that's what it is. So it's all like arms and abs and booty. So after that, I will usually document some part of my workout. I'll either like film parts of it once I'm done, or take a selfie, or just, share something on social media. So I hop on social media, I'll go on to PicMonkey, and I train my team on social media. Like, I had no followers on Instagram. I've mastered how to live life by design by utilizing social media. So you don't have to be this like person that does cold calls and like knocks on people's doors or stand in people's living rooms. Like, you can just share your stuff on social media and kind of live your own life, but inspire people all the while from where you are so that it's comfortable for you. So it's perfect if you're a shy person like I was. So that's usually what I do. I do a ton of social media, and then I'll hop on social media onto Facebook so that I can check in my team group with my girls. That's why I only say that I take on 25 people, and I go in there and I help them. I one-on-one message with them. If they want a conference call, we do that. Like, I work with a lot of my leaders, and that's a part of my day as well. I usually hop in there live just like I did with you guys, and I share everything in there. I recognize them. There's a lot of gifts that are involved, so I love that type of stuff with my team. And then from there, I check in with my challengers, and my challengers are basically like my customers. They're the people that are doing the workout programs in the comfort of their home, but they need my accountability. That's in short what I do. I'm making sure that they don't quit on day 31. I make sure that their nutrition is in check. I make sure that they're pressing play on their workout. I make it fun. I share what I did that day. Like, I just went live in my group, and I don't even think it's anything crazy, but it is amazing. It's pretty cool that I get to call that my job. So from there, I'll usually answer any messages on Facebook and emails as well. And that's in short what a coach does. Like, my purpose as a coach is to run that challenge group for my challengers. So one thing that I want you to know is that any coach of mine that does get started that is on Team Uproar, the boot camp is included. They're a part of that challenge group as well. I call it my Fit BFF boot camp. You guys might have seen it. That to me is super important. Like I said, I do think it's important that my girls do get fitness results, so I put them in my boot camp for free. That's all included. With that being said, tomorrow I'm going to dive into everything about money, about how much money you can make, my own income progression, how much this costs, what you need to get started, like all of that good stuff. Registration will open up tomorrow. I'm gonna post the video and then registration will probably open up like 30 minutes after that so that everybody has a chance to watch the video. It'll be first come, first serve. That's the best way that I can do it. We will be opening up 25 spots to start. We will probably cap it at that. But for today, what I want to know, because tomorrow's such a big video in terms of answering your questions about money and all of that, like we're getting into the real stuff. I want to use your questions. I want to answer your questions. So if you have a question that you're wondering, like, okay, how can I do this? Or what, like you just want more information about something, comment it down below and I will do my very best to answer that in tomorrow's video for you. I love you guys. I hope today was helpful and shed a little bit of light, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye, dudes.